Libra, Sun, Moon, Rising, as well as Venus placements. I hope you're well. Thank you so much for being here. I'm Jen with Timeline Tarot, and this is your prediction for March 2026. It is a collective general reading, so as the messages come through today, take what fits, leave what doesn't, because if it's not your message, it simply means it is meant for someone else. And be sure to check out your other placements. If you don't know what they are, in the description box is a link where you can obtain your free birth chart. With all of that said now, let's begin. Tapping into the Libra collective now, Sun, Moon, Rising, as well as Venus placements. What does Libra not see coming for March 2026, or what do they need to know about for the Libra collective? One more shuffle here. Thank you. In the heart of your spread, my dear, we have the Ten of Swords. Don't click off the video. Stay with me. We're going to clarify, okay? In the top row, you have the Wheel of Fortune. You have Justice. And you have the Page of Swords. Flanking your Ten of Swords is the Ace of Cups and the Eight of Cups. And in the bottom row, you have the Devil. You have the Two of Pentacles. This message has been loud for you, Libra. And you have the Lovers. Bottom of the deck, sneak peek now into April. You have the Fool. You have the Ace of Swords. And you have the Page of Cups. Your cards are sticking, and I don't know why. Maybe it's from the air before when I was cleansing them. And that leaves the Queen of Cups, Four of Wands, and the King of Swords, which is you, whether you're masculine or feminine, there at the bottom of the deck. Let's clarify these cards now. We're using the After Tarot deck. Images are a bit different, and so are the meanings, but we'll go through them as necessary. Okay, clarify this here for Libra, Sun, Moon, Rising, as well as Venus placements for March of 2026. We're clarifying Wheel of Fortune, Justice, Page of Swords, Ace of Cups, Ten of Swords, Eight of Cups, the Devil, Two of Pentacles, and the Lovers for the Libra collective. One more shuffle here. Thank you. Wheel of Fortune is clarified by the Death card. Justice is clarified by the High Priestess. The Page of Swords is clarified by the Two of Swords. The Ace of Cups is clarified by the Page of Cups. The Ten of Swords is clarified by the Two of Wands. The Eight of Cups is clarified by Temperance. The Devil is clarified by the Three of Wands. The Two of Pentacles is clarified by the Hermit. And the Lovers is clarified by the Seven of Pentacles. Sneak peek now again into April. Knight of Cups, Ace of Cups. I'm sorry, Knight of Swords, Ace of Cups, Page of Pentacles. That leaves Strength, Ace of Swords, Ten of Swords here at the bottom of the deck. You're struggling in the month of March. I'm not going to lie to you. It's not in every aspect of your life, but you're struggling with a decision here. The readings I've been doing here on my channel for the Libra Collective have shown that you're battling something here. For some of you, it's internal to you. For others of you, it's external to you. Whatever it is, it keeps showing up as the Devil. So something either like shadow aspect within yourself, or you have someone external to you who's either not good for you or continuing to try to like tempt you into doing something that you know at the end of the day isn't, it's no longer like who you are or the person that you want to become. It no longer resonates with you. So let's see where we go with this reading. Your overall energy here for the month of March is Ten of Swords to Two of Wands. I kind of like this because in the after deck, we've made a plan and we're moving forward. So the feeling here is something has ended or is coming to an end in my life, a chapter of my life, a habit, a shadow aspect within myself, a particular situation, environment, or connection external to me that I have been dealing with. But you are moving past it because the Two of Wands, let's talk about being at a Y point, but in the after tarot deck, this is called future planning. So there is something here about on the heels of this ending, again, I'm just going to call it a chapter. On the heels of this chapter ending, I now need to make plans about what is my life going to look like after this Ten of Swords moment. So on top row, we have Wheel of Fortune to the Death card, Justice to the High Priestess, Page of Swords to the Two of Swords. So there's this feeling here like, I don't know what to do now that this has ended. Again, I've given up this addiction, or I have gone within, I've done some soul searching. I went into hermit mode. I now have a direction forward, but there seems to be like, but I need to create a plan. So if this is internal to you, like you want to give up an addiction, or you have given up an addiction, or again, you've done some shadow work here in respect to an aspect of yourself, it's like, okay, I want to do the work or I want to move forward from it, but I need to make a plan. If this is external to you, a situation, environment, or connection that you no longer want to be part of or engage with, you're still of the belief that, okay, I'm going to put that to an end, but I need to create a plan. So we'll just use work as an example. If I'm speaking to a Libra and you're looking at your work environment in the month of March and you're like, this place is toxic as hell. Nothing is changing here. It's not, okay, I'm just going to, flip 2 middle fingers up in the air and blow the taco stand here. It's like, no, I'm going to have to continue going to work, even though I really don't want to be there anymore. But I definitely need to make a plan to get the heck out of here. That's the feeling. So Wheel of Fortune to the Death card is like, okay, now that this is ending or is on the precipice of ending, or again, I'm anticipating it ending, what do I want to do next, right? Where's that wheel going to take me? So there's a lot of future planning here. We don't have a lot of sword cards on the table, but you seem to be thinking a lot about what is my life going to look like when this particular chapter comes to an end. High Priestess to Justice. As long as you follow your intuition, you're not going to go wrong. Like, justice will be served. You're going to strike the right balance. You're going to make the right decision for yourself. So your intuition and your relationship to your intuition is going to have to be really strong in the month of March. You're really going to have to lean on it, because your mind might want to take you one direction. Fear's going to want to take you in another. Your heart might be pulled in a completely opposite direction. But your intuition is always going to guide you home. It's going to guide you to where you're meant to be. And I think provided you do that, Page of Swords to the Two of Swords, it's almost like you wake up one day and you're like, I know exactly what I'm going to do. Because in the After Tarot deck, there's no decision that needs to be made. We're no longer at the Two of Swords. So with that Page of Swords, it's like, I feel like you literally, it's this feeling of waking up one morning and going, I know exactly what I'm going to do now. And that takes us, flanking that Ten of Swords to the Two of Wands, is the Ace of Cups to the Page of Cups. So now you're interested in the new job, the new living situation, whatever the new chapter, I'm going to call it a new chapter. You're now wholeheartedly interested in the new chapter. You have an idea of what it looks like. You're starting to create a plan on how to get there. Eight of Cups to Temperance. Like, I know it's just a matter of time that I'm going to leave that Ten of Swords behind. The relationship that's no longer working, the partnership, the job, or even the living situation. And the feeling here is, if I could have done this yesterday, I would have, but I can't. And that's why that Eight of Cups is being clarified by Temperance. Temperance is Sagittarius energy, so there's fire energy. I know I'm going to move on from this eventually, right? Most likely by your season, you're completely out of whatever this is. So yeah, by Libra season, this is well in your rearview mirror. So don't think this is, whatever this is, you're going to be dwelling in this or suffering through this for the rest of your life. You're not. And I'll get timing for you, but I think by your season, you're completely done with this. It's really far back in your rearview mirror. So that's why that Temperance is like, we are making progress in fire energy, but Temperance energy is also slow. It's the slowest fire card in tarot. And then we see the Devil to the Three of Wands. As you start to move forward, we go from the Two of Wands that I'm planning, and the Three of Wands now is the expectation. I'm waiting for it. Between now and when the new chapter begins, you're going to be tempted. And the first temptation is going to come in the month of March. So I'm going to clarify that for you. Because once that temptation comes in, are there some fears, doubts, or anxieties within yourself? Shadow aspect within yourself fully emerges, or I should say reemerges, or someone external from you is trying to get you to engage in something that you're trying to give up on or quit or walk away from. You're going to be met here with a decision, the Two of Pentacles, about whether or not you're going to engage in this or behave this way again, or again. I heard do it again. So do whatever that means. Do it again for one of you watching. So Two of Pentacles to the Hermit's like, there's going to be a point in time here in the month of March, you're going to have to do some soul searching and ask yourself, do you really want to be tempted by that devil, whether it is internal or external to you? And then again, we have the Lovers to the Seven of Pentacles. You're really stuck because that devil is a little bit of a comfort zone. If it's a shadow aspect within yourself, you're used to behaving this way or engaging in whatever this is. And if it's external to you, as toxic as it can be or dysfunctional as it can be, it almost feels like home, even though it's really bad for you. So let's begin to clarify. In April, I see you more clear-headed, Fool to the Ace of Swords to the Page of Cups. I'm moving towards the new. That Page of Cups, I just see a little hiccup here, possibly in the last week or two of March, where this devil now is going to, the devil's a hard thing, to get away from. So it looks like it's going to rear its ugly head there. Tell me about the Ten of Swords here. Tell me about the Ten of Swords. Thank you. Ten of Swords, clarified by Page of Wands, Two of Swords, and the Page of Pentacles. Bottom of the deck, Eight of Pentacles. So the Ten of Swords is something you've been dealing with for quite some time. This is not new. That Ten of Swords is not happening in the month of March. You've been dealing with this for quite some time. You don't know what to do with it. Do I quit? Do I give up? Do I find something else? You've been searching for an answer for a while on this. Tell me more about that Two of Wands then. One more shuffle. Thank you. It's like you want to get out of whatever this is or move on from it. You just don't know how. You know why. You know it's not good for you. You just don't know how. You've been exploring how to get out of it for quite some time. So the Two of Wands now is clarified by the Six of Pentacles, the Star card, and the Tower. Bottom of the deck, Ten of Cups. It literally is like you wake up one morning and you're like, I know exactly what I'm going to do. I am quitting blank, whatever blank is. Drinking, pornography. It could be shopping even, and anything. I like Saturn. The devil is Capricorn energy. Capricorn is ruled by Saturn. Automatically, every tarot reader sees a devil card and they think it's something toxic. I don't normally see it that way, but in your readings lately, something internal or external to you has been tempting you. It does look like the devil. But if we look at the devil card in terms of it represents Capricorn, and Capricorn's ruled by Saturn, well, Saturn teaches us lessons. A lot of people refer to Saturn as Father Saturn. So it's like, and if you pass the test, if you will, if you pass the lesson, I should say, or you learn the lesson, then Father Saturn rewards you. And if you don't, you're going to have to do that lesson all over again. So that's why I feel like this is something you've been dealing with for quite some time, or you've been trying to overcome it for quite some time, or disengage from it for quite some time. But this literally is giving me the feeling like you wake up one day and you're like, I know exactly what I'm going to do. I don't want to do that anymore. I don't want to do that anymore. I don't want to give anything to that anymore. I want to heal that. So if it's internal to me, I want to heal it. And if it's external to me, I don't want to engage with it anymore. Like, I want better for myself. Wow. Okay. Not going to clarify Wheel of Fortune and Death card, because that's just you going, okay, well, what's next? Or I made my decision. I'm not going to engage with this anymore. What's next? Your advice here from Source, listen to your intuition. You will not go wrong. Eight of Cups to Temperance. Not going to clarify that either. You're looking for the new opportunity or the new chapter. Looking forward to the new chapter. You know it's not going to come in overnight, but you're diligently working towards it. The Devil. That's what I want to clarify. Tell me about the Devil. And again, I just see it as Saturn. That's Father Saturn here. Three of Cups. The Devil is tempting, isn't it? The Ace of Wands. And the Ten of Pentacles. Bottom of the deck, Four of Swords. The Devil is a comfort zone. Ten of Pentacles is a comfort zone. If we want to put this, like to give you an example, I know a lot of people that are in long-term committed marriages that are toxic as hell. There's cheating, there's lies, there's betrayal, there's like, it's not just the infidelity, like they're robbing money from each other, like, but to the outside world, they got the little house on the hill, you know what I mean, with the picket fence and all of that. But internal in the house, it's a disaster. I have a family member like this, and it's a disaster for her. But it has become a comfort zone. And every time she thinks she's going to move on from him, he pulls her back in. There's something, I don't know, there's like a toxic attachment, if you will. And I don't think she's so much addicted to him. I think she's addicted to the lifestyle. It's a comfort zone. And I try sitting down and talking to her, because one of her parents is siblings with one of mine. And so I tried talking to her and explaining to her, it's a comfort zone. It feels like home, but that's because home was toxic. And that's what this feels like to me. I'm not saying this is your marriage or your long-term relationship. I'm just saying there's something familiar here that feels like this feels like home. But if home was toxic, this isn't good for you at all, which is clearly why you wake up here one day and you're like, I don't want to do that anymore. I don't want to engage in that behavior anymore, or I don't want to engage with that situation, environment, or connection. And I know it's going to take me a little bit to get through this and to get past and beyond it, but I'm willing to put in the effort. And it's as soon as you do that, that devil comes a knocking. And it's sexy, or it's intriguing, or it's exciting, or it sounds good. It feels familiar. Ten of Pentacles, Three of Cups. It's like, but don't you feel really good when you engage in that? Clarify the Three of Wands. It's like just as you mentally start getting ready, it comes back in. Tell me about that Three of Wands. One more shuffle. Thank you. The Three of Wands is clarified by the Fool, the Three of Swords, and the Knight of Cups. Bottom of the deck, the Four of Pentacles. You're going to let it go. So if this is a toxic person, friend, family member, lover, it could even be a boss, and you give your notice, or you tell them you're out, or maybe you're filing for divorce with Justice card, death card, Justice card, could be something like that for some of you. And this person comes in, and they try offering you a raise or a promotion, or they try taking you out to lunch. You know what I mean? They try to butter you up, or it's a love partner you're trying to get away from, and suddenly they're trying to come on strong and sexy or something like that. You're a hard no. Fool card to the Three of Swords to Knight of Cups. You're like, I'm moving in another direction. I'm going to heal myself. I don't want to be part of this anymore. So this is either a conversation you're having with yourself, like, nope, we're not doing that. We're not going to give in to that obsessive quality or obsessive behavior anymore, or that toxic pattern. Knight of Cups, out of love for self, because in the After Tarot deck, the Knight of Cups is drinking the Ace of Cups. So it's like, out of love for self, it's like you're telling yourself, I'm not going to engage in this. If this is someone external to you that's trying to tempt you to stay, you're a no. Again, it's for love of self. I'm moving forward. Sun in Aries. I'm moving forward. Three of Wands. Again, out of love for self. Four of Pentacles. Typically, the Four of Pentacles is I'm holding on. But in the After Tarot deck, the Four of Pentacles is met with the Grim Reaper. This is scorpionic energy. So whatever was here that you were holding on to, so again, internal or external to you, when it comes back around, devil on your shoulder, or again, someone outside of you trying to tempt you, you're a no. You are letting go of the habit or the addiction or the codependency. So you do think about it for a little bit, maybe up to 2 days. And then you're like, no, I'm staying focused on this. Knight of Wands, the Emperor, and the Six of Cups. You are walking away from this thing that has been in your past. And then we have the Empress right behind that. So I don't know if you're leaving a partner and in the future you'll be meeting a divine counterpart. It's probably for one of you watching, but it could be something like that happening here as well. Okay. What else did I want to clarify for you? So the Fool card energy that we have here, where you're like, nope, I'm moving in a new direction. I see you more in April, more clear-minded about that new direction. Like you're wholeheartedly invested. And if anyone, internal or external to you, tries to derail you from that new beginning, it's like you're slaying those demons. I don't mean like violently. This is a hard no. I'm not going back to that. Again, Ace of Cups and Ace of Cups, out of love for self. So if that devil on your shoulder tries to tempt you, or this person tries to tempt you, you continue to be a hard no here, even looking into the month of April. So you're overcoming the devil. I'm going to call your video that. There was a point in time in your life where you were running with the devil, and now it looks like you're overcoming the devil. So congratulations to you if this reading is resonating for you. I immediately grabbed the advice deck, which I wasn't going to, but look when I split it, what I got. The Tower and the Ace of Swords. Your Ace of Swords and your Tower. This is your aha epiphany moment, your breakthrough moment of truth and clarity that this particular chapter is over and you don't want to repeat it and you want better for yourself moving forward. We'll get back into the advice deck. Let's get you some oracle cards and some kippers. Yeah, I used to run with the devil. Not anymore, my friend. This is big growth for the Libra collective because you got sucked into whatever that was there for a long time. Okay, and some of you, if you're a Libra watching this and you're like, I went through this 3 years ago or something, I feel like this is for those Libras that just, they didn't move when you moved. You know, they're catching up to you now. They're catching up to your timeline now, which is nice, which means the collective is coming together now in moving the collective forward, the Libra collective forward. So if it's not resonating for you, just check another placement. But, oh, I was going to get you timing. All right. Thank you for reminding me. Mercury retrograde, so sometimes I'm forgetting things now. I'm going to get you these as well, but then I want to go back and get you timing. I feel like whatever this is, it's out of your life by your season. Like if it's an addiction, I don't want to say you're healed, but you're well into recovery. You know, you're well into, maybe you're entering a rehabilitation facility, but you're out, you're clean. And if this is something to you that you're doing to yourself, like smoking, I'm guilty. I'm not trying to shame you. Eating too many sweets, not eating, good foods or something like that, and you're detoxing those things from your life. Yeah, you might get tempted. We all get tempted. I quit smoking one time for 9 years, and I went to a bar to have a drink. I went outside, which I never did at that bar because her whole sidebar there, she allows smokers, which is terrible. And it's not because now, I was anti-smoking at the time. It's like, even now as a smoker, I don't want to walk in and out of a restaurant and smell that stuff, But anyway, And I went outside, my friend was there, and she was having a cigarette, and I don't know, just, when the wind hits you the right way, and you're like, can I bum one from you? And I just started smoking all over again. So I understand the temptation. I'm not trying to shame you. But if this is something like that you're giving up on, yeah, you're going to be tempted. But even if you smoke that cigarette or you overspend or, you do something like that, you engage in that again, you're going to auto-correct by the end of the month. Because in April, you're like, I don't want to do that again. So even if you fall off the wagon, if you will, I still see you picking yourself up and moving forward from that. Can I get 3 oracle cards here? Thank you. Thank you. One more. Okay. So, yes, I'm going to get you timing. I didn't forget. Clean. There you go. Clean energy. Cleaning your energy. Maybe, again, this could be for some of you changing your diet. Could be even cleaning up your environment if you've been living, in a very cluttered space. It could be you wanting to declutter that, although I didn't get like it was house and home, but maybe it is for one of you watching. But I think you are cleansing your energy of something that you have been energetically tied to that has not been good for you for a long time. Ascension, move into your true self, rise above the darkness. The light is here. Yeah, rise above that devil. The high priestess is here. And you have detox. So again, maybe you are detoxing your space or you're detoxing your body, right, from whatever chemicals you're putting into it. You could be detoxing your financial issues. Maybe your obsession here is overspending. Sometimes the devil does talk about being obsessed with materialism or, again, excessive spending. So you are detoxing something here from your life, situation, environment, connection, or an aspect of yourself that you feel no longer aligns with the Libra that you want to become. Then you have divine alchemy. Move beyond your current challenge. Focus on what you desire. I see you doing that again. Even if you have a little hiccup here or a little doubt, it's like you refocus and you're back on track by the time you get to April. So not worried about you here. Visualize abundance in all forms. God gave you such great spiritual power that everything you visualize eventually will become a reality. So stay positive mentally. We always say as above, so below, but it's also as above here, so below. So stay positive. And then you have love and peace. Let go of the need to be right and choose peace. So mother healing is possible at this time. So whether you are Christian, not Christian, Catholic, not Catholic, I'm Christian, but I never look at Mother Mary that way since I've become more spiritual. But she is someone I pray to when I'm going through a difficult or challenging time, particularly in terms of addiction. I don't know why. That's just something that I do. So regardless of your religion, that might be someone that you want to pray to. Again, you don't have to do that. I just felt inclined to share that with someone watching. But yeah, the healing is possible. You can heal this. Again, whether it is an aspect of yourself or something external to you that you are engaging in. Can I have timing for Libra? When is this? Okay, I got the 3 of Pentacles just showed itself. What is this completely out of their life? Or when are they detoxed from it or healed from it? Maybe I should word it. When does the new chapter start? Not every card in tarot's timing, so if we have to get a timing deck, we will. Okay, one more shuffle. Thank you. Timing. 2 of Wands. That's really quick. Bottom of the deck, 8 of Swords. I've got 8 weeks there. 2 days to 8 weeks. For some tarot readers, Wands are weeks. For me, they are days. So if you want to look at it as weeks, then we're looking between 2 to 8 weeks. Can I have timing when this is completely out of... when the next chapter begins for Libra? 8 of Swords is card number 8. August is the 8th month. I keep feeling like it's August going in September. I don't know why I'm feeling that. You will hear news soon. In the future. Let's just get one more here for you. Now is not the right time. So now is not the right time. I don't like this card in this excess. Try again later. And then right behind that you have sooner than expected. So I keep feeling by your season... like Libra season, this is completely out of your life. But for most of you watching, you're well out of your way within the next 2 to 8 weeks. So that's why I think like come April, you're going to be feeling a lot better. So for most of you, 2 to 8 weeks. And for others of you, it's going to be a little bit off in the future. But by the time we get to Libra season, I don't want to say you're cured of this, but you have overcome it. And I think that is absolutely beautiful. Now we will close it out with some kippers. And yes, I will get advice for you. Can I get 2 cards here for each row, please, for Libra? Thank you. Okay. Yeah, this is coming to an end. The toxicity, either shadow aspect within yourself, internal or external to you. It is coming to the end. We have the coffin card here. So top row, the thoughts came out on the side, and then you have the birth card. This is you birthing a new chapter of your life. And yes, there are some thoughts being put into a, how do I do it? When do I do it? What does it look like? Then you have the imprisonment card upright to the wealthy man on the side. You could be wealthy man. You could be wealthy woman. Whatever this has been for you, it has kept you trapped and stuck. And I think you're giving considerable thought on how to move forward from it, because I think you're acknowledging here that it is affecting you. Either it is affecting your health, or it is affecting you financially, or it's affecting your ability to become the person that you truly want to be. And then we have change and we have distant horizons. I love this. Want to know why? Nines in tarot are all about change. Both of these cards are 9 cards. This is a 9 card. This is a 36 card. 3 plus 6 is 9. These are also both timing cards for me. We have 9 months, or 9 month of the year, which is September, Libra season. And then this is the 3 to 6 month mark. So again, I get the feeling by Libra season, you are completely well on your way. This is like the Chariot card, and this is a ship here. So things are moving very quickly. I know it seems like, oh no, it's going to take me a long time to get through this. Enjoy the journey. You've been through hell, and you're putting something very toxic behind you, and you're moving forward. So yeah, for some of you, it might take 2 weeks, 8 weeks, and for others of you, it may take a couple of months. The point is, it's out of love for self in the month of March that you decide that that old chapter is not one that you ever want to revisit. And that's something you should be very proud of. 3 cards of advice here for Libra, please. For March. 3 cards of advice. One more shuffle. Thank you. Your advice, 8 of Cups, that walking away that you're doing. Where are you walking to? Oh my God, Empress, there you are in your Power World card. You're hopping a timeline. You're changing a timeline by doing this, meaning this decision is not small. I don't care if you're giving up sweets. It is not small. I don't care if you're just giving up, oh, people are going to be like, oh, you just quit cigarettes. Whatever you're giving up here, internal or external to you, you are changing your timeline. The 4 of Wands is an 11-11 card. Once you make a decision of this magnitude, your life goes in a direction that it would not have went on had you stayed engaging with whatever or whomever this is. Your 8 cups here, you are now on the hunt, on the search, if you will, for your 9th cup. In that respect, you're changing your timeline, and you're firmly and soundly in your power here as the Empress card, whether you are masculine or feminine. And like I said, birthing a new chapter of your life now as the old one wraps up and officially comes to a close. Congratulations, Libra. Took a long time, but here you are, and make sure you're gentle with yourself throughout this process. I would also celebrate your victories, large and small, along the way, because this is taking you a long time to get past this. That is what I have for you, my dear. If you like that message, it resonates with you, you want to claim all or part of it, please be sure to click like, share, comment, and subscribe. Hype the video if you're able to do that. And until I read for you again, I am wishing you light, love, and peace.